Ooh. Also, now I remember why I have my MacBook on, so I could share this stuff across the interwebs.
So, fun fact, I found $7.50.
Sweet. Last time I checked how much coin I had, it was like $54.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like, that's enough for me to get Yu-Gi-Oh! On Game Boy Color at the comic book store in my house.
Woo! Alright, Kelvin Zilla is first. Hey, Kelvin! VYTALCast is live, and apparently people are all trying to talk to me last minute for Twitter. We're doing good, and he's saying what's up.
Can't see the chat, so.
Yeah, that's why I read it out loud. He said
Yeah.
what's up. Let's see. Okay, Kaito Dan, which I watched his video. He said that was a mess. Thanks. I'll try to get back. And then someone said, why is it that all my favorite Ruby peeps always live stream at 30 minutes past midnight? First Stardust, now you? Why do you do this?
Which
Time
zone
zones.
are you?
I'm pretty sure he's in England.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, because, like, normally this is, like, 7:30 my time. So.
Yeah. Okay. Hashtag VYTALCast is live. Command paste. Alright, so that should be sharing it.
I'm back on my computer and I can actually retweet it.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Hey, standing by life. What's going on? We just started VYTALCast, and right now I'm just sharing it on social media. If you guys want to share this on social media with your friends, that'd be awesome. Hey, Brandon Dodge. I almost said Doge for some reason. Dodge. His icon is a wolf, and I immediately thought the dog meme. So I immediately almost misread Dodge. Alright, so we're live, and so we have a few things to talk about today. Oh man, my nose is itchy. Okay. So, hey, modern camera guy. Can't wait to hear today's VYTALCast. Thank you. Alright, so first things first, we have New York City Comic-Con to talk about, which there was quite a few announced. And do you want to start on the trading card game? Because you knew about that before I did.
I actually still don't know that much about it. All I know is from what I saw on Twitter that was Gray tweeted that the sneak peeks of the Ruby trading card game looked great, and it looked like it was like cleaned up screenshots from early seasons. That was really all that there was. I had a couple ones that said you could take a pack for free if you were at NYCC.
Oh man, lucky dogs.
I think they're hitting the store later this month, but I'm not entirely certain. I don't know what the plans for them are. All I know is I need them.
Alright, so what I learned on the cards is they're all screenshots and quotes from Volume 1. And there's 114 cards to collect. So whether they're going to sell them as like mini decks or not, or it's like starter packs, or it's like, okay, I got this pack, who knows what's in it till I open it, I don't know.
Ruby Pokemon?
Yeah, pretty much. Or like, I was thinking Yu-Gi-Oh! Because you mentioned Yu-Gi-Oh! And like, the last starter pack I got was like 2 years ago, and it had the Wing Guardian of Ra, and I was like, suck it, fools! Okay.
Never played Yu-Gi-Oh!
Okay, Kelvin says, read my last comment. He made a Ruby Volume 4 video yesterday. Yeah, I saw it. You posted the Ren and Nora concept arts, which we're going to talk about. The art is so good. And I didn't notice how long Ren's hair was. Hey, Lady Nevermore. Everyone that's coming in, thank you for joining. And just so you know, it just barely started. So
I'm very biased to Team Juniper in general, as you probably have put together, but
yeah.
Ren is just a hot tamale, and I can't deal with it.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like the quiet one. He's like, please do nothing to the cook. I know it's very tempting, but please don't.
That apron, if they don't sell that apron, they're missing a serious market.
Oh man, dude, RTX. I'm surprised no one like was wearing the apron or like made their own.
At my last Kira photo shoot, there was my Ren had a please do nothing to the cook apron, and there's just a video of Penny and Ren in like a hole, and it's like, nope, Steve, you have to hit the apron. You have to go.
Yeah. All right. So Brandon Dodge asks, is the trading card game going to be like a game in Volume 2? I wish. It seems like they're just collectibles. That's all kind of is they're just quotes and screen caps They said nothing about them being used in a game format, which has me a little disappointed. So.
Okay, but what if they're just like starting out and it becomes a game format and every single card with Yang is a trap card?
Oh my gosh. No. Emerald and Mercury are the trap cards.
True.
That'd be the... okay, now I'm just remembering the stinking leg thing. Hey, New York is my spot, so back up. Well, I'm on the west coast, so that's as back up as I can go. Well, I'm not on the coast, I'm on the west side. Okay, so Standing by Life says, I watched that Ruby New York City Comic-Con stream. Rumors were already happening, and New York City Comic-Con saw the opening credits. Yes, that was the other thing we were going to talk about. They saw the opening music intro, which...
So better.
I know, it was like, that's what I was expecting to see at RTX, and they're like, hey, how about this Harambe Grim? And we're like, yeah!
In all defense, it was probably better that we saw the character trailer, because it was showing the new animation program. It was showing the kind of style that they were going to be doing and all of the work they were putting into it and what we can expect. And this is the time of year when they release it, so it makes sense for them to release it at NYCC, so like I can understand the reasoning behind it. But at the same time...
Yeah, keep going.
At the same time, as someone who makes piano covers of all of the openings, I would have liked to have that, like, 3-week advantage.
Oh, yeah. I'm like, I want to be one of the first. I want to be the very best. The one that ever was. I think the reason why they held back on it, another reason why, is it shows new characters in the intro. Which, you know... Oh, also, by the way, anyone that went to New York City Comic-Con, don't leak anything.
Yeah, if you leak or you spoil, I will personally hunt you down. And I have a live...
I got King of Lame on the job, too.
Actually, this is right next to me. So if you leak, I'm coming for you.
Oh my gosh. Is that crowd is that Blake's?
I have a shroud next to me. I found it the other
Woo!
Might as well.
Alright. Hey, King of Lame, I just barely said you were on the job to, like, beat up anyone that leaked New York City Comic-Con stuff. I just volunteered you because you said something similar on Twitter just recently.
Like, I know people were leaking the thing at RTX, and it's like, the whole point, they cut out the streams for a reason. Like, if you're there, you get special things. That's part of the experience.
Yeah.
And yes, it sucks. It definitely sucks, but it's gonna be worth it to wait in the end. Like, would you rather see a crappy phone recording of, like, the character intro, or would you wait to experience fully?
Yeah.
Because otherwise it's gonna spoil it for you.
Yeah. Okay, Stoic Drug said the opening is so fetch. Fetching good? Is that what you try to say? I don't know.
A Scooby snack?
I don't know. And then also someone said, you sound so far away. So I turned up the volume on my monitor. So if you're hearing yourself louder, that's why. Funny story is apparently if I don't have headphones plugged into my PC, OBS won't capture the desktop sound from Skype. But if I unplug the headphones, it will capture the desktop sound, but it's already catching it from my monitor. So I did try to, like, hey, let's have really good audio today, and then my PC was like, no. So
I feel that. I was trying to finish up that penny drawing I was doing the other day, and it was like, you know what, I'm gonna take my inks and do this really cool effect in the background, and it was like, how about you don't?
Yeah. Also, Kaito Dan says, hey, we've been talking about your video in the New York City Comic-Con, so thank you for stopping by.
One more thing that was released at the New York City Comic-Con was the new posters. I don't know if they're New York City Comic-Con exclusive. I really hope they're not, but I think they were typed in Grim Eclipse or for Volume 4.
Yeah, there was Volume 4 posters. Rooster Teeth just barely retweeted it again, and Lady Stardust
Well, I mean, there
retweeted.
was the Volume 4 poster, but there was also smaller ones as well that were for each of the main girls of Team Ruby.
Oh, really?
Because they were given to, like, I think it was like the 4 first champions of Grim Eclipse that they had at NYCC.
Oh, yeah, I saw a picture. Yeah.
Like, there was one with Blake's symbol and Adam's mask, and Weiss's was just gorgeous. And it was...
What that really reminded me of is, like, the Volume 2, like... Not Volume 2, because it came out after Volume 3, I'm sure. You know, the Japanese art booklet for Ruby? Mm-hmm. It reminded me a lot from the art from those.
It honestly reminded me more of tarot cards.
Oh, tarot cards?
Yeah, like the kind of...
Yeah, the tarot cards, like the fortune-telling type.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I could see that.
Just that kind of deep meaning.
Yeah. And hey, Nerd of Oz is here. Hey.
Hello.
She's from Australia. So anyone from like Europe or Australia that's watching this, you have dedication, my friend.
You are a real trooper.
Because I'm familiar with the time differences, and I know you're up late. Like, it's past midnight in England.
As we've learned, I'm not familiar with time differences, so...
Yeah, well, considering my mom's boyfriend's English, and he often goes over there, and, like, we have other people from Europe that we're always dealing with, so it's like, when can I contact this person when they're home? What time is it? Oh, it's 5 o'clock here, they're sleeping.
Yeah, and then, meanwhile, it's like, what do you mean it starts at 7:30?
Oh.
It started at 8.
Yeah. And I even, like, told you, I'm like, so that's, like, 2 hours after... for you, and
I always think that when I'm in Arizona, we're on the same time zone, but we're not.
Yeah. Well, we're not in the same time zone. Not yet. I think it's like March when we're in the same time zone again.
Arizona doesn't change time zones, which is stupid, by the way. Like, I guess I don't understand how time zones work. Like,
I don't know.
How can you just randomly skip an hour? I don't understand.
Oh, apparently it's 10:40 a.m. in Australia. So good morning.
G'day, mate.
Yeah, it's 7:42 where Stoic Drug is, so that's same time so that's East Coast. Anyway, sorry, we're suddenly talking about time zones. We're supposed to be talking about Ruby.
Time zones are stupid.
They are. Who invented time?
Okay, but like, how would time zones work in the world of Remnant? Just to awkwardly segue, like, would Atlas and Mistral be on different time zones? If you had to communicate with Vale, would it be like, excuse me, I have an emergency. It's like,
I don't know.
In the morning, Ozpin, get a life.
So, like, in Volume 2, when Weiss goes to the communication tower and she's like, I just need some files, like, how late do you think it is for that intern to be on the phone being like, Weiss, why are you calling at this time of night?
Explicitly signs up for the 3 a.m. internship just so you don't have to talk to people or anything, and then you just get Weiss Schnee who's demanding for some classified files, and you're sitting here like, I didn't sign up for this.
Yeah, it's like, you know how easy it is to replace me? Like, it's like, Weiss, don't ask this of me.
You don't understand my just job.
Yeah, man, I was also thinking, well, it's like, also, like, how big is their planet, like, compared to Earth? I would assume it's the same size.
I feel like it's... What?
I'd assume the world of Remnant is the same size as Earth.
I feel like it's either the same size or maybe a little bit smaller, but definitely the colonized areas are smaller.
I feel like their borders are smaller. Like,
what?
Like, the borders, like, travel-wise, it seems a lot easier to, like, travel from one kingdom to the next.
Maybe, but at the same time, it's like, if they could only really reclaim 4 places in the entire world...
Is it really big?
Well, I mean like the city of Vale, I mean, it's, like, they're kingdoms, but at most, it's probably the size of the northeast U.S., like...
Yeah. Yeah, like, Maine and New York states.
This just in, Vale is the size of Texas.
It's like, we're the biggest state. It's like, there's Alaska.
That's the gunchucks.
Oh, the gunchucks? That would make sense. Ruby in Texas confirmed.
Well, Lindsay is from Texas, so...
It is. So anyway, people would be like, so what would be Atlas Standard Time? Does Remnant have daylight savings? I don't know.
On one hand, I feel like it could, but at the same time, there's like... We really don't know how time works.
Maybe someone from Rooster Teeth is watching this right now. Like, okay, this is a World of Remnant episode idea. Thank you, everyone.
It's like, oh, great.
Like,
okay, figuring that out would suck, though. Because it's like, okay, if we have Atlas 3 hours ahead, then we have to work with daylight saving times. Would it be like moonlight saving time? Like when the moon is only 30% shattered, you move forward 4 hours?
Like, I don't know.
And how do oceans work?
Because the moon is all shattered?
Yeah.
Yeah, and also, how does, like, the lunar rotate? Okay, we're going, like, way too deep. Hey, film theory, figure this out for us, please.
The more you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess, assuming, maybe it's like when the moon is more or less fully assembled, if that's what it does, then it's like, you just have, like, a week of low tide and a week of high tide, but I feel like that would make your building really hard.
Yeah. So some other people are saying, so Kaito Dan said World of Remnant is narrated by Crow, which I was going to mention. For Volume 4, it's narrated by Crow.
Ooh. That makes sense if we still have Salem going all, the World of Remnant. And it's like...
Yeah, we had Salem for Volume 2, then we had Ozpin for Volume 3. And
who was Volume 1?
Volume 1,
there was a World of Remnant.
there wasn't World of Remnant, but we did have those two as like narrators at parts. But according to Kaito Dan's video, and I can't confirm whether this little part is confirmed or not, he said it had to do with the characters being busy, and that's why it falls onto Crow.
Well, I mean, it makes sense, because Salem's kind of off being evil.
Yeah.
Ozpin is in Salem's evil clutches, probably.
Who knows where he is. But also, his tower is the first thing we see in Ruby, and he might be connected to the tower now. The tower is all shattered and blown to bits, so... And he said the tower must not fall, so... Who knows, maybe he's...
I feel like that was
in another secret basement.
We have a maiden in our basement. If this place goes down, we're kind of screwed.
Yeah. Alright, yeah, no, I've seen the Volume 4 poster. I don't have it saved on my PC for reasons. But speaking of art, we can feature some fan art. Segues. Hey, Sarah Mabry. Also, guys, thank you for joining in on a Friday night, especially since Rooster Teeth is having their like Extra Life recruitment stream right now. So
wait, they're doing that right now?
They're the recruitment stream, not the Extra Life stream.
Yeah, I know that's in November, but like, what the hell am I doing here?
Hey, you got responsibilities. Don't go leaving on me. We're gonna segue into this. Oh, actually, oh man, you can't see this, Aaron, but
I really can't.
I was gonna say this GIF is the perfect explanation I could just say with you missing that stream.
Is it the GIF I sent you?
Yeah. So
you're using my own GIF against me.
Yes. So this week we're featuring some of Erin's art because I couldn't get a hold of some other artists, but she's very talented. She sent me this awesome GIF of the Grim that ate Roman, and there's little sunglasses coming down saying deal with it, and I'm so happy it's actually moving. I tested it this morning, I'm like, I wonder if the GIF will move.
Okay.
And it's
moving. I finished that art the day that the episode came out at like 1 a.m. And I started laughing so hard because I finally got the two sunglasses to fall perfectly in place. And I just sat there cackling.
Yeah. Alright.
Easily 10 minutes.
Yeah. Okay, so there's some comments I want to catch up on right now. Brandon Dodge says, I think we should either have Ironwood or Glinda for World of Remnant Volume 5 and 6. You know, those are very good guesses, and I'm pretty sure you'll be right. Especially if we're going to learn about Atlas. I think Ironwood would be narrating.
Yeah.
And Kaito Dan says, Oz is disposed, air quotes. Salem is our major villain, and Crow is Ozpin's stand-in now. It fits.
I feel like he's not really... Oh yeah, stand for I thought you meant for his position, and it's like, there's not really a beacon to be principal of right now, guys.
Yeah, no, not that, but like, in role of, we're fighting evil! Oh, also, if the person who was watching this, and put this on Reddit last week, thank you very much, that was awesome to see, and...
I should really get on Reddit.
I'm also doing another segue saying, hey guys, if you want to spread the word, thank you. And let's see, where Ozpin is apparently complicated. It is very complicated. That's why no one knows where he is right now, and that's why they're not giving answers.
Suspicions.
Yeah, okay. Don't make fun of how I pronounce GIF or GIF, people. No, the chat. The chat.
I was like, I said suspicions.
King of Lame, I'm looking at you. Grim with it. Yeah. Nicholas Whistle says Ooblik as narrator, please. That'd be awesome, but I think he talks way too fast for me to understand sometimes. I'd have to like rewatch 30 seconds over and over again and be like, okay, I gotta get every word he says. Also, Modern Camera Guy, thank you for tweeting this out, and I should probably just look up my own hashtag on Twitter so I could see what people are saying on the Twitter.
It's funny because I actually speak as fast as Ooblik usually, so I have to slow down to talk to people, so it's like...
Yeah, well, I feel like talking to people talking that fast, I could understand them. Listening to them in a video, however, I don't know. Okay, so King of Lame asked, have either of us played as Team Juniper yet for Grim Eclipse? I just downloaded it last night, and honestly, I'm waiting for Aaron to get it to do a video.
So... if you were here last week, you are aware that I am kind of displaced at the moment because of a hurricane. So I had to leave my computer that's capable of playing Grim Eclipse on the other side of the country. And I found out they're releasing Juniper, and I've been waiting to play as Purity Ghost since the beginning of time.
I could finally break people's knees as Nora.
Legs.
My dream. Legs, knees, bees' knees.
I feel like that... Just normal knees.
Yeah, just normal knees. Okay, fine.
Do bees even have knees?
Oh, please don't. Someone asked me this about penguins, and I learned the hard way. Right after I visited you, I went and saw, like, the aquarium in Las Vegas, and they had a penguin, like, cut open so you could see its skeleton, and I learned the hard way of whether they have knees or not.
Yeah, penguins don't have knees.
Yeah. No, they do have knees.
They do?
They do. In their skeleton, they have knees. Oh,
I think I've been lied to.
that'd be so cute. Penguin Grim.
What?
Like, Penguin Grim? That'd be very cute.
Oh, I thought you said England Grim, as that was, like, someone's username.
Oh, yeah, no, we're gonna turn, like, England into Grim. Sorry, everyone. You had Brexit, this is the consequence. You're all turning into Grim. No.
Yeah, Penguin Grim would act... Polar Bear Grim.
Yes.
That would be terrifying.
Be terrifying. And also, like, the Ursa Grim we already have. But probably
okay, but
more
actually,
white.
when I went to the aquarium when I was back in Atlanta, and I just took all of these sketches, planning to draw, like, an entire series of Aquatic Grim, and I'm ready.
Okay, Brandon Dodge asked, Red Like Roses Part 3 confirmed? Sadly, I haven't seen anything like that.
Oh, I thought that was, like, you saying that it wasn't that confirmed, and if that was the case, I was gonna cry.
I wish. Although Part 2 is enough heartbreaking. Yeah, Trenton Dixon, we talked about Crow being the narrator, and everyone started talking about who else they'd also like to narrate, which is very cool. They'd said Ironwood and Glinda.
I feel like Glinda might not narrate just because I have a feeling her entire internal monologue is just 3 more years till I retire, 3 more years till I retire.
Yeah.
Back when things weren't a disaster.
Oh my. Back when Beacon was in one piece.
Back when Ozpin was actually around to handle
shit. King of Lame wants I Burn Part 2. You know, I just want Part 2s to all the trailer songs, really.
Well, I mean, I Burn and From Shadows do kind of have a full version.
True.
Because there was a trailer version of both of them, and then they had the full released version later.
True.
So technically you already have Part 2. It's just not labeled as such.
Yeah, From Shadows and I Burn Part 2. Yeah, guys. It'd be really great to see Part 2. Mirror Mirror Part 2 was...
That was...
I liked that. Yeah, no, Trenton, it's okay. I was just saying... We talked about it already.
That entire scene with Weiss trading with Winter was just...
Feels...
Like, it was so good because it shows, you know, it's a very complicated family relationship. That much has been clear since Volume 1. And then there was the hinting at giant armed soldier, the suit of armor, next to caterpillar. Ooh,
it was awesome.
Bug Grim.
Yeah, no, it was the knight.
No, I'm just imagining, what if there was a Bug Grim?
That'd be cool, like a Primantis. Well, we do have a bug. We do have a Bug Grim. The Scorpion. The Deathstalker.
Okay. The Deathstalker, yeah, but I deal with scorpions all the time, so it'd be cool if there was something else.
Yeah. Hey, Nerds of Us, thank you so much for retweeting me on Twitter. I'm going to show your second piece of fan art, because we got 3.
Mm-hmm.
So, this
is... Yeah, I
is...
sent you like 10 pieces, so do whatever you want.
Yeah, no, I picked 2. How did I select every layer on OBS? I did not... Oh, I pushed shift, that's why. Okay. Here we go. So this is her Maiden Pyrrha artwork.
Oh, right, that whole thing.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if that was going to, like, include in the ones that I sent you, because I was thinking of, like, the art that I sent earlier that was, like, the Cinder and the Yang one. And...
Yeah. Okay, I'm being corrected on what I said about we already have a Grim. That's a bug. Scorpions are arachnid, Indeed. Which apparently is different from bugs, but to me, I get it away from me either way. Or...
they're technically arachnids. Like, they're under the general social category of bugs, but scientifically speaking, they are arachnids.
Yeah. So, anyway, guys, this is her time skip Maiden Pyrrha if things were not effed up by Cinder.
You know, if Rooster Teeth isn't going to give me new designs to Pyrrha to cosplay, I'm going to have to make them myself.
Yeah. Dude, you totally should. I mean, one thing that you should always do for cons, this like advice for anyone, is have something familiar, so like Pyrrha Nikos, but then make it original, aka made in Pyrrha, and
It's also the Grim Pyrrha.
oh, and also the Grim Pyrrha. Hey, spoilers for the next fan art piece I was gonna show.
Oh, I didn't even
Okay,
she did that in like 10 minutes.
she mentioned it. Yeah, okay, well, I'm gonna show it. Why is my keyboard shortcuts not working? Okay.
I sent all this finished art, and it's like the doodles I did when I didn't have my computer.
Yep.
Just kidding.
I mean, so this is like the Grim Pyrrha, like Pyrrha in the waste, or wherever she could be if she's still alive.
I'm going to be putting up this really long video about a theory I came up with as soon as the episode was over, and I know about how Pyrrha could maybe be alive and of use. So that was for that design because I'm desperate.
And people are saying they like your chat. I mean, they like your art. I almost said the chat likes your chat, and I'm like, no.
Well, I mean, I am chatting.
Yeah, you are chatting. Yeah, you did very good with your artwork, and I'm jealous of your skills. But yeah, I was going to show your meme one with you know, the one where she has the shirt.
The Reese one.
Yeah,
okay.
The Reese. Man, I was like, I spaced out
I
on her
thought
name.
you meant a Yang one I did that I haven't actually sent to you yet. And I was like, how did you get a hold of this?
Oh, I have way. No, I kid. Nah. But yeah, those were our fan arts of the week, and also Brian Art gave me a tip. You notice we have our social media on screen. So guys, if you want to send us fan art to be featured next week, here you go.
Questions, fan art, comments, concerns.
Yeah, here's our Twitter, our RT site profiles, and our Ruby and Mino profiles.
I forgot to have an RT site profile.
Yeah, you neglect yours a lot. It was like...
Well, like, I was on it, and then, like, this one person kept messaging me all the time, and it was really awkward, so I was just kind of like, I'm just going to leave this here.
Oh, yeah, that's understandable. Because I remember, like, the only activity I've seen you actually do was accepting my friend request and maybe one other post, but I'm pretty sure it was just the accepting the friend request, and I'm like...
I think it was the last time I put anything up was my Raven Brandwood cosplay, and that was, like, May.
Yeah, that was before we met, so... Anyway, Kaito Den says she looks very rogue Amazon, which you did want her to have an Amazon look, right? Your Pyrrha?
Which one are we talking about?
I think he's talking about the Grim.
Oh, yeah, that was kind of supposed to be like... I mean, if you're shot through the chest, you're going to be careful not to get shot there again, so it was like repurposing old armor, do whatever you can, be very resourceful. And if you're surrounded by Grim, I mean, you kind of gotta blend in, so...
Yeah.
Got that Grim style mask like Raven.
Yeah, I think it's a really cool concept.
I'm gonna die at RTX. I'm just gonna be like sweating.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah, dude. John was very hot to do. Like, I'm just like, I'm wearing a hoodie. The sleeves are off, but I have other sleeves because that's the design, and it's so hot and humid here.
It was so hot in Austin that the hot glue on my Carolina armor actually started falling apart.
Oh, yeah, like, I have my armor taped on, or that's how I had it on, and it just, like...
Because, like, I had to hot glue the magnets into the pistols that I made so that they would stick to my thigh armor, and it was, like, totally just fell off because heat in it.
Yeah.
Austin-wide.
Alright, so people are mentioning Dishwasher 1910's Ruby Goddess? I've never heard of Dishwasher, but everyone's suddenly talking about Dishwasher in the chat.
Wait. Is that the person who did the art for... when it was first announced there was going to be the PvP fight, and it was the shockingly accurate art that was released a week early, because I think that was it?
I don't know, because, like I said, I've never heard of Dishwasher.
I know I have. I'll send you some art of those later, but
okay.
I do not know specifically what you guys are referring to. I do know of the person, of the artist, and of the style, but I do not know that specific
they mentioned a Ruby Goddess. Oh, and they said Sad Pyrrha Autumn.
Ooh.
That part sounds familiar.
By the way, I was right. The maiden's name was Amber.
Hey, good job. Yeah, on last week's episode that's still getting comments, some people, like, luckily, it's like, all love. Someone was, like, correcting me on things that I couldn't say all the way, like, with the eye powers in Naruto. Like, they're like, yeah, there's Sharingan, Rinnegan, and Byakugan. And I'm like...
Better believe it.
I'm like, thank you. But sadly, the person was, like, commenting so many times after like 4 comments, he got marked as spam. I'm like, I'm so sorry.
Oh god, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Oh, also, guys, I have a slight PSA to do. When Volume 4 starts airing, if you have like GIFs, like clips, or like fan art of like specific moments in the episodes, please try to wait at least half a week or as much close to a week, or basically till like the YouTube release date to do it. This was something that I was asked on Ruby Amino to talk about last night. They're like, hey, can you do like a little PSA? Because there are a lot of people who like go to work and like just have a life that gets them very busy, and it takes them a while to catch up on shows. I could understand this because with some shows like Supernatural, I'll fall behind like 5 weeks and then have to like binge it all one day and hate myself. So
I've seen only 6 episodes of Ruby Chibi, so I'm just gonna...
yeah. See, even Aaron falls behind on stuff. So
Okay, well, I do like 800 things. I have excuses.
oh yeah. No. You have your excuses. Oh my gosh, Stork Drug just said, Ruby, accidents happen.
Oh. Okay, I'm a little bit terrified because when I get back to Savannah tomorrow, because I'm finally able to go back to my dorm, we're finishing the Ruby Marathon with my roommates, and only one of them has ever seen Ruby before, and 2 of them have not. So we've been watching it. One of them saw Volume 1, and so we're on Volume 2, and you know one of them really, really likes Kira, and I'm sitting here, and one of them, her favorite is Penny. Her favorite is Penny.
No.
We spent an hour talking about nuts and bolts the
also,
other day, and I'm just like, oh.
Your art piece you sent me of Penny, that was rude. Like how she's just like cut into pieces. Like it took me a while to like notice it. I'm like,
precisely.
I'm like,
that was the point. Like I didn't want anyone to notice it at first because it was supposed to be like, oh, that's really happy.
I was just looking at it. I'm like, oh man, she did a really great pen.
Thank you. It's actually colored
is she
now.
Cut? Yeah, no, it was the colored version where I noticed it. I didn't notice in like your rough drafts that you sent me, or it wasn't finished yet. But once I saw the finished piece, I'm like, she cut Penny up. What do you do?
In my defense, I wasn't planning to, and then I realized I messed up the anatomy, and it was like, this would be kind of cool. So for those of you who don't know, I'm doing Inktober, so you draw one thing in ink every day of October. And my theme for this month for Volume 4 is Ruby, and I'm doing it all based on flowers and their meaning. So, like, Weiss's flower was pride, and for Penny, I chose a chestnut flower, whose direct meaning is do me justice.
Oh, yeah?
So, enjoy your feels.
That'd be cool. Oh, also, you mentioning marathoning Ruby. Let me just quickly grab...
Steelbook.
It finally came in the mail.
At last.
It arrived in the city next to mine. At like a day or 2 ago. So they held it in the city next to me for 2 days. I'm like, guys, I'm like a 5-minute drive away. Why you do this to me? But yeah,
No, I feel that.
But oh man, guys, just like look how beautiful this is, and
it's
look, there's crimson rose on the back, and it's like. Whoop.
Okay, so I ordered mine on
so
Amazon,
impressive.
and it was the sale for the pre-order, right? And the post office at my school closes at 8, and it was delivered at 9 p.m. that day.
Oh no. You
and
have bad luck with
all
post
day on
offices.
Tuesday, so I got it between breaks, and as it's raining, I'm like sprinting back to my dorm, just like I've looked at this for 5 hours now.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, look at the
Twitter
beauty
streaming.
of this, and it's actually a pretty good price considering it's like a collectible item, and you get all 3 volumes, and it's like $35.
And it's all Blu-ray.
Yeah, and
nice,
it's all
because
Blu-ray.
If you're like me, you get all the extra bonus features that you'll watch endlessly.
I
learn
paid
every little detail.
I paid $20 each just for volume 2 and 3 on Blu-ray. So, although I think they give you a DVD with it too.
Not always. Not if you got it the first release. Because my volume 3, I got volume 3 as soon as it was released. It's just the Blu-ray, and then they released the Blu-ray DVD combo pack.
Oh my gosh, volume 3 is just the Blu-ray. Oh wait. Never mind. Found it. It was hiding behind Ruby. Yeah. I don't know why I've been keeping... I just love the artwork for the Volume 3 one, that I keep it on display on my desk, and like poor Volume 2 is sitting all alone with red versus blue.
I have all of my Rooster Teeth DVDs like on display next to the TV, along with my VHS and GE, so my roommates are like, what's wrong with you there?
Strike Drug, yeah, you probably can't put links in the chat, and I also advise anyone to not put links in chat, just because this is the internet, and like I trust you're not sending a virus, but you know, like last week.
We trust you, but we don't trust you.
Yeah, we trust you. We want to believe in the best in you, but also, like, if someone came into the chat, they're like, hey, look, here's a cool Ruby thing, link, and then it's like, thanks, I have malware.
Or not even that, or if it's like, hey, check out this really cool, happy art, and it's dead, really gory, awkward art.
Yeah, or lewd.
We're trying to keep this more or less
safe for work.
PG-13.
Yeah, PG-13.
I will watch my mouth then.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, Aaron, I'm not gonna, like, censor you at all. I censor myself, mainly because I put pressure on myself, because a lot of the audience for not just Ruby, but also for my channel specifically, I have a lot of young people, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're just kids.
Yeah, my channel is all teenagers who are like, yeah, T-Jeff.
Yeah, I mean, I also have people swearing on my comments too, but it's like, yeah, you do you. I'm just gonna, like, do this. Like, if I was to be on your channel or, like, a friend's channel, sure, I'll let it out. So
you remember our Overwatch playthrough? That was just.
Yeah. Okay. Back to Ruby stuff, because we keep side trailing.
Get distracted.
Man,
this is like a real podcast now. You know it's a real podcast when we get distracted.
Yeah, we get distracted. Let's see. What did I send you?
There was the Team Juniper DLC, but what I'm wondering is how exactly that affects the plot, because I don't know if any of you guys have finished the main campaign of Grim Eclipse, but the new guy for the plot is Dr. Merlot.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if it's like the same dialogue, essentially, the same conversations that you just play through as Team Juniper, because any side dialogue I feel like would be really
That's what I'm thinking. Like, I bet it's just like the only added dialogue we get is Team Juniper. And also, Horde mode is free. So there was a new added thing to Ruby Grim Eclipse you don't have to pay for. Although Team Juniper, $5, worth it, you know.
Like, I just found $5 lying around in my room. It's worth it.
Yeah, $5 in coins. Oh my god.
Pays for Pyrrha with pennies.
Yeah.
I'm going to hell.
You're like, oh look, here's another penny, another penny.
We're gonna have to pay for it in quarters.
You're like, thanks, Pyrrha, now I got enough pennies to pay for this DLC. Gosh, that
it's been like a year, it's still too soon.
Yeah, oh man, I hate myself.
I'm just excited for when I get back, I'll finally be able to work back on my AMV, so I can finally put up that Pyrrha AMV I sent to you, and then I have another one planned. And
Yeah, and I remember I sent you a few songs, and there was one you liked, so I don't know if you remember what you were going to do for that or not, so...
Probably not. But
yeah.
I'm just excited, because I've been sitting on that Pyrrha AMV since March.
Was it just, like, files that you need to, like, convert or something?
It was converting, and I realized I'd accidentally set a gradient change for one of the video clips.
Ooh, yeah.
And it was like, I don't need to have the gradient go from 100% to 2% in the span of 3 seconds on Jean's dramatic face.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's just little bits like that, adding a couple of more clips, tweaking the audio, because sometimes I can't always remove the background audio, so this isn't really revealing anything, but it's the line where Jean goes, we have to make sure they don't take anyone else. So it was like the dramatic background music, I have to find a way to, like, key that out so I can just have the actual song playing.
Yeah.
Otherwise it kind of takes you out.
Yeah. So Modern Camera Guy mentioned, I wonder if there will be a future volume where it's the next generation of huntsmen and huntresses. And at RTX, they kind of said they can do that, but, you know, they said, like, they have a plan for Ruby. Ruby has an ending. But after that, they could still do stories within the world of Remnant, but
it'd be interesting.
It won't be, like, connected to, like, the original characters.
It'd be interesting if they did something that's kind of like what they're doing with Red vs. Blue Volume 14, Season 14, where it's like, it's a season or half a season about a specific group of people. Like, focusing on the Faunus War, or focusing on Ozpin. Why do they trust him so much? Like, that's probably revealed, but it's probably not revealed in explicit detail.
Yeah. Yeah.
And this could be because I'm a world-building person. I'm minoring in, like, world-building and concept art, so I have to like it, but... I think that would be personally interesting to add a whole new dimension to the story that we probably won't get from the main campaign. Like, give me the adventures of Team Stark, please.
Yeah, or like Team Sun, too.
Yes.
Yeah, like
Caffeine. Team Caffeine.
Caffeine, yeah.
Mr. Teeth, I will pay you to make a mini-series with Team Caffeine.
What, like, I would love to see stuff like that, and also, like, maybe, like, holiday specials. But I also understand, like, the animation team is working, like, furiously hard all the time, and it's like, I know they're doing the best they can, giving us what we want, and it's like, yes, I would love more, but I also understand why we're not getting more.
Yeah.
So, because I don't know.
It's going to become like a regular thing if people start yelling at the anime. There's just like every VYTALCast there's 5 minutes of just Aaron looking at you disappointedly.
Yeah, I mean, I would. One thing I loved about anime is like always watching like the holiday episodes and like stuff, because it's like a break from the main story, and it doesn't necessarily have to be in the linear timeline. It could have been like a year after, a year before, and
I mean,
it's just a filler episode of just fun. So
I'm hoping that what they'll do is they'll do filler episodes a little bit like Avatar: Last Airbender did.
Oh, like the beach episode?
Like, it reveals more about the characters, but it's still a break from the plot. Like, if there's a song like Little Soldier Boy and Ruby, I'm...
yeah. Yeah, I feel like that's something all filler episodes should be for, like, no matter what show, is, like, if you're going to do a filler episode, at least have it serve a purpose other than filling in a spot to, like, give a break from the plot and give writers more time to, like, keep writing and making sure they have everything down correct.
Like, the ideal filler episode, you shouldn't be able to tell it's a filler episode until looking at it very closely.
Yeah. And
which I just realized we could have a Little Soldier Boy equivalent if the rumors are true about meeting Pierre's parents in Volume 4.
I don't know if I'd count that as a filler episode, but...
it probably wouldn't be considered a filler episode, but it would have the same, like, emotional weight as that
that filler episode should have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if that's the case...
Stoic Drug said, I'm sensing a Project Freelancer type of thing with Team Stark.
I would be so happy. Like, just...
Do it.
Young Branwyn siblings, please.
Oh, yeah.
Emo scene kids.
Yes!
They were emo scene kids. Like, give me them fighting and then Tai Yang's being obnoxiously witty and punny and sunny and happy and adjectives.
Yeah, yeah. Shy Bridge said, it is a very cool thing to think about since we know that the Ruby universe is super huge and it would be cool to see a new story, but I'd feel weird. I would too. That's kind of how I felt with Boruto a little bit. Boruto is like the mini sequel to Naruto.
Yeah.
And it's just a little weird. Like, it's weird and it's not weird at the same time, because it gives you like the familiar feel of like the early series and like why you fell in love with it, but that it's also a little weird because it's like your favorite characters are still in it, but they're not the main focus, and it's just...
I feel like it would kind of be the equivalent of Legend of Korra, for those of you who have seen Avatar: Last Airbender, because like it's the same world you love, it's the same general concept, the Avatar mastering all 4 elements, but it's different characters, like people like Aang, Katara, and Toph. Like, they're alluded to, they're mentioned, they're seen occasionally, but it's a new group of people. So there is that nostalgia that you have for, in this case, the original Ruby, but it will still feel different. In a lot of ways, it probably won't feel the rise as much to the hype, but it'll still be good in its own individual way.
Yeah.
Which is probably the biggest risk with it.
Yeah. Bringing it back to, like, filler episodes a little bit, Freedom McCheese? Freedom Cheese, sorry. He says, filler episodes should be fun and not tedious. So yeah, they should be a mix between...
Is it imprisoned?
What?
Is the cheese imprisoned? What happened to it?
No, it's free now. You eat the cheese, you have freedom. It is...
Yeah, true.
So...
Is it in a Gouda place right now?
Oh my gosh, the
The
puns!
people who must have been imprisoned, it must have been monsters.
Oh my gosh. Oh man, that was such a great pun. Like a cheese grater. Anyway, okay. My puns don't work very well. So, filler episodes, I'm going to use Supernatural, the first 5 seasons at least, as like an example of good filler episodes, is, especially in the first while, I couldn't even tell there were filler episodes. And one of the top 5 among that fandom's favorite episodes is a filler episode. It's the Mystery Spot episode. And it was funny, it was fun, but it still advanced like plot and character development in it. And it still had like a lesson for the characters to learn. Cause...
Like, as long as it's not Naruto with the filler episodes.
Oh, mercy, don't remind me. No, I ditched the anime purely because of filler episodes. I'm like, I'm going manga purely now from this point.
Of the 300 Shippuden episodes, probably 200 are filler.
Yeah. But like the main Naruto series, it's like up to the point where they fight with Sasuke. Then they had like another like 2 seasons that were purely filler, all to like give people like animators and like the writer to like get far ahead enough on the manga. So
yeah.
They're like, yeah, and we could build like a new brand type thing and call it Shippuden. Anyway, people are saying like with Avatar and the Last Airbender and Korra, yeah, that's what Aaron brought up. God damn it, Barb. Oh yeah, yeah. People are. That's awesome.
I made a pun at RTX and someone was like, "Who's your signing with? Because if you meet Barb, the world will actually explode." And it was like,
yeah, seriously, we need to throw you, Yang, and Barbara all in the same room and see what happens.
This week on Death Battle.
Yeah, Grim Taylor said, "I'm uploading Ren making a pun in Grim Eclipse right now." Ren makes a pun?
This just in, my pants are across the room.
What? That's like a plot twist almost. Like he's like the character I would expect not to make a pun, other than like in Chibi.
He hangs out with Nora, like Nora and Jean. They may not make puns, but they have that sense of humor.
Yeah, they do. Man, like, I have Renora feels right now.
I'm just generally painful about Juniper all the time.
Yeah, I almost love Juniper more than I love Team Ruby. Okay,
if they have like if they ever add like more leveling up things like they do in Fire Emblem, where once you level up, there's like a little tagline. It'd be really cool if one of Ren says, I knew that seaweed juice was paying off.
Yeah. Okay.
Silence.
Yeah, Standing by Life says, that's why I like Ruby and Stranger Things. They cut to the point. Oh yeah, like Stranger Things had no filler episodes, which is also good.
Stranger Things hurt me.
It hurt everyone.
Has one made a Stranger Things Ruby AU yet? Because I feel like that's a thing.
Ruby and Stranger Things AU?
Mm-hmm.
It needs to be done. I don't know if it has been done. Probably has been.
Who would be L? Would it be Penny or Pyrrha or?
I don't know.
Ruby? I feel like Ruby would be Mike.
Yeah. Ruby would be Mike. I would say Penny would be the monster. I mean, no. When I say the monster, I meant 11.
Bro.
Dude, I didn't mean it. It was a Freudian slip. I don't know what's going on with me.
If it's a Freudian slip, you still technically need it.
My subconscious has been hating me lately. I've been having stress dreams every night this week. Like, if my subconscious is, like, trying to drive me to suicide or something, I don't know what my subconscious is doing. But, yeah, I would argue my Freudian slip was not me. Yeah. Okay. They only have like 20 odd minutes to have to get to the point. Wait.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, with a Ruby episode. Yeah, there's not a lot of time.
4-minute Ruby episodes.
Oh mercy. Yeah. That Volume 1 was an adventure. It was like, okay, first episode's like 16 minutes. Next episode's
a 2-week break
4?
Just to have 4 minutes of Jean, and another 2-week break and another 10 minutes of Jean. I love Jean, but this is called Team Ruby.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like, from my point of view of watching Volume 1, it was like, okay, Team Ruby, they're the main. But then, like, John was, like, the 5th main. And, like, Juniper was, like, very strong side characters.
Yeah. I feel like, this is going to sound really biased because it's come from me, but honestly, with everything that happened in Volume 3, I feel like Team Juniper, specifically Pyrrha, probably should have gotten a lot more spotlight. Like, she got more in Volume 2. But I feel like since she does have this huge part to play, ultimately, that there should have been more hinted at it than just, our comrades have encountered the enemy. Our comrades have encountered the enemy.
Yeah. And I will train you on this rooftop.
Yeah, it's like, your stance is off. You need to be lower and closer to the ground. Like...
Holy cow, you sounded just like her. Right there.
I wish.
If you could just do that RTX while dressed as Pyrrha, like, all the time, like...
I did that as Ruby, because I used to be a Ruby panelist, so I used to be able to do the Ruby voice on
Oh, wow.
Q.
Okay,
You're a leader now, Jean. You're not allowed to be a failure.
That was really good, too. And I know, like, guys, I know I mentioned this, like, last week, but we had a Ruby Grim Eclipse stream, and everyone thought Aaron was, like, Aaron Zek, and I'm like, no. Different Aaron. Not Aaron Zek. She sounds just like Aaron, though. I'm like, oh, hold on. And then
It's Eris, actually.
Yeah, and then you pull that, and everyone's like, they're like, you can't lie to us now, and it's like,
what was it, the white fang? Why are you aiding the scum?
Yeah.
The same thing actually happened in Arnold's stream yesterday, because I was in the chat, and Arnold, I think either mentioned me or his friend Aaron, they were like, wait, Aaron's here? And it was like, Aaron from Game Grumps, Aaron from Ruby.
Did I tell you on the Reddit post when I looked up the post of VYTALCast on Reddit, someone said, is that Aaron from, like, they said, I don't know if they said Puns of Damage Aaron, or, like, is that the reaction video Aaron? Or, like...
There's probably, like, 800 reaction video Aarons, let's be honest.
Yeah, but they're like, it's hard to tell, her hair's a little different, and...
I haven't been able to dye it in, like, 2 months.
Yeah. So... Okay, wait.
Funny story while on the name tree. Can I tell the Gamble Shroud story briefly?
Yeah.
Okay, so I actually got to meet Aaron Zek at Phoenix Comic Con, and they have it so if you get an autograph, they have you write your name down so they know how to spell it and they don't accidentally spell it wrong. So when I went to Aaron Zek, she got the sticky note with my name, and she just kind of looked at me and was like, "You're fucking with me, right?" And I'm like, "Nope." So she just wrote her name with an exclamation point and then signed her name underneath it and was like, "It looks like I'm signing something to myself."
Oh,
and
my.
then it's like...
Hey. Also, Brandon Dodge says, you have great voice acting talents.
Thank you. I'm literally, like, settling my voice for all of the senior animation films this year. Just like, hello, do you need an indentured servant?
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm going into right now. Did I tell you that someone contacted me for voice acting for a machinima?
No, it's nice.
Yeah,
nice,
and so I just sent in like a clip of my voice doing a couple of lines, which I totally failed because I did. I don't need friends to drink. I don't need friends to grow up. I drink milk.
I don't need people to help me grow up. I drink milk.
Yeah, and then I also did there's a fine line between not listening and not knowing. I like to think I live on that line every day of my life, but
Church's quotes.
The line he did like, however, was my Spider-Man line from Civil War, when I was like, "Hey everyone, hey Captain, Spider-Man, big fan, Spider-Man," you know, and they're like, "I really like that." And then so he gave me some actual lines to like read, and they look like they're from 2 different characters. So
cool.
Yeah. Anyway, enough about
my
me.
current voice acting is just making Ruby impressions while my friends are watching the show, and then they're just kind of like, "Aaron, I can't tell what's you, what's the show," and I'm just kind of like, "I'm so sorry."
Yeah. So, what else do we have to talk? Oh, Ruby Chibi, the final episode is tomorrow. So, 24 episodes. That's a lot longer than I expected.
I've seen 25% of them. And it was only because I knew that Pyrrha showed up in episode 6.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. That is still, like, one of my most viewed videos, is, like, she's alive!
Okay, but, like, it was weird because I fell behind because I found it a little harder to get into Ruby Chibi because it was the same characters, but there wasn't as much story to it, which is something I really appreciate. So it was kind of like, oh, whatever. And then I got, like, 8 tweets on Twitter. Someone was like, "Aaron, you have to see this video. If you have to see it, you're gonna die."
Oh, yeah.
I was like, alright, whatever. So I watched 1 through 6, and it got to episode 6, and I was just like, it's gonna happen, isn't it? It's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's like super low frame rate. Freaking out, Aaron.
Gotta love Max.
Yeah. So, Brendan Dodge said, "So I heard the English voice actor for Natsu from Fairy Tail will be joining the cast of Ruby."
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I didn't hear that. Come on. The Kaito Dan, where was that announcement in your video? I'm relying on this video.
But I knew of it.
Okay.
Like, I think, yeah.
I somehow missed it. I've been off Tumblr and
it was in the stream yesterday. Because they were talking about how Arnold and Jake felt about having more prominent voice actors appear in Ruby. And they were talking about having Vic and now having the voice of Natsu.
I think it's great, but I'd also like to still see more Rooster Teeth talent show up.
Well, I mean, they are still using a lot of them.
Yeah, they're still using them, but yeah, I don't know. I'd feel like if I was like one of the Rooster Teeth staff members, like it'd be like, oh crap, I better step up my acting game because who knows, they might bring some other famous voice actress. Tara Strong is also joining. I look forward to that. I like Tara Strong.
What?
Yeah, Tara Strong is apparently joining Ruby.
Timmy Turner is gonna be in Ruby.
Yeah. Yeah. She also played
Raven.
Yeah, Raven. That's my favorite role she did.
Teen Titans owns me.
Yeah, Michael and Barbara are on Fairy Tail, so that makes sense to have like a Fairy Tail person join.
One thing to consider is that some of the people in Rooster Teeth may not want to do voice acting as well, because a lot of people feel like they may not do it justice, or they did audition for it, but it's just not the right feel for the character. Because a lot of people do use just their standard voice for voice acting, so it just may not fit. Like, I know a lot of people were pretty upset when Gavin voiced
Scarlet,
because it was like, oh yeah, it didn't fit, and it was like, it's a thing now.
He's a pirate. Like, he's a pirate. You know, like, a lot of pirates came from England. They couldn't afford work as a sailor, so they became a pirate and, like, stole everything. So, yeah.
Anyway.
So we got, like, 5 minutes left, Aaron?
Yeah.
Because you gotta go, like, real soon. So, oh, hey, Muffin Man Dan. Thanks for making it to the chat. Hopefully we could get you on some other week when you're not so busy with work.
I feel you. I do.
Yeah. Like, oh man, I hate work right now. I had to lift 75-pound boxes over and over again all the past 3 days, so it's quite the workout.
That makes like staring at a piece of paper for 4 hours sound so much like more trivial.
Yeah, no, yeah. Also, I found like a sliver in my hand right before VYTALCast. I'm like, I gotta get that out. So,
Fun.
Yeah. So, any other things you want to talk about, Aaron?
I know I can really think of off the top of my head. I mean, it kind of hit me yesterday that Ruby comes out next week.
Yes. Hype.
Like, there's not even a week break between Ruby Chibi and Ruby.
Which is like kind of a huge deal. They're not like stopping the Ruby train at all.
Like, next week's VYTALCast is just gonna be.
I'm
probably gonna be in cosplay.
Yeah, no, seriously, no, be in cosplay. That'd be awesome.
I was so close to working on Volume 4 Ruby this weekend, but I ended up not having the stuff that I needed for it, so I'm probably just gonna break out Volume 4 Blake or Pyrrha, because...
Okay. What happened to Nora?
Didn't have the material for it, and I wasn't able to go to the store to get it. I'm bitter. I'm this close to getting... I'm to commissioning Emily to make it for me, but by the time she'd be able to get it to me made, it'd be like halfway through the season.
Oh my gosh. So... Yeah, Strike Drug said there's too many Dans in this fandom, which is
there's
funny.
Too many Aarons in the world, I feel you.
Yeah, which is weird because, like, there's one Aaron I knew in high school. Her name's spelled the same way as yours, except for it's an E instead of an A.
Yep.
And then,
I know an E-R-Y-N.
E-R-Y-N?
Mm-hmm. So it's only one R instead of two.
Huh. Weird. Anyway, guys, I would love to make VYTALCast like a huge party next week. And also, are you going to a tug screening for Volume 3?
I wish. There aren't any in Savannah, I don't think.
Oh, no. I need to buy my ticket if it's not sold out
I'm going to double
yet.
check, but if there is, I'm definitely going as Pyrrha, as I always do.
Yeah. I would love to go as John, but it's dead.
Like, I went to the Volume 1 screening with Emily, who's my co-host on Pets of Damage. Mm-hmm. We went as Cinder and Pyrrha to the Volume 1 screening. And with our friends as Blake and Ruby. And if you've never gone to one of the tug screenings, I definitely recommend it. It's like getting the full impact of the episode for the first time again.
Also, there's supposed to be a sneak peek at Volume 4.
Watch it be the opening. If it's the opening, I'm actually just going to fling myself into the river next to my dorm with
the opening is my guess. Yeah, I'm guessing it's the opening. Oh, also, New York City Comic Con did get to see like the beginning part of the first episode as well. So... Not only did they see the opening, they saw part of the first episode. Which, by the way, if you leak it, you're dead to me. Like, don't do that. Yeah, so... Oh, Aaron's dead. Right before stream's about to be dead. Hey, I need a new co-host next week. Sending your applications at... I'm just kidding. There aren't any tug screenings near me either, which sucks. Oh, poor nerd of us. Yeah, there's only one tug screening in my state, which is weird because for Volume 1 and 2 there were like 4, but Volume 3 there's only 1, so...
Also, heads up, I will actually be back on a computer next week. I swear to God, I won't be on my phone.
We'll have better quality.
Yes.
Woo.
I won't have a constantly changing background.
Yay. Okay, they said, Modern Cameron guy said the New York City Comic-Con footage was 2 minutes of an 18-minute long episode. Yeah. Okay, King the Lame sent in his application already. Sorry, you're being not a kid.
I'm just excited because I don't have class on Friday, so I can be like full Ruby mode that day unless I have a field trip.
Yeah. I would love to
sit
see.
down 4 in the morning and wait.
Yeah, I would love to see if we could get Lady Stardust back on for that week, or I need to talk to her about. I sent her a message earlier today and she hasn't replied. So
I'm sure she's busy.
Yeah, she's either busy, but I also have a weird feeling that she might be mad at me for some reason. I don't know. That could be just anxiety speaking, but I don't know. But it'd be great to have her back and talk to her to see if she wants to be a permanent host as well. Which
and then I'll be as soon as I play Chroma Clips on Team Juniper, I'll be talking about it online. So
yeah. Well, we're gonna be playing it tomorrow, right?
Hopefully.
Hopefully, yeah.
I have to assess the state of my dorm, and I also get in at like 8:00 my time.
Okay, we could settle for Sunday.
Yeah.
Connor got drunk on the job. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of hype, guys. Don't worry about it. I also have a beacon ship video I'm gonna be doing. I need to refilm it again, because I just found out that when I tried to film it yesterday, it like bugged out on me. So look forward to a beacon ship video.
I'm tempted to stream Ruby's Volume 1 through 3 the Friday night before it airs, because I'll probably be marathoning it again with my roommates, so like have it in the background and just be talking about it, because I have like an encyclopedic knowledge of Ruby at this point. At least about animation facts.
You know a lot of stuff a lot more than me, which is kind of why I picked you for co-host. I was like...
Thank you. I thought it was just because I was the only person you know who really likes Ruby.
That's another point. I mean, like, I could count them on my hand, but you by far know your stuff the most, and we get along, so...
Yeah. Alright, so I've actually really got to go. There's like a...
dog dying in the background. Just kidding. Alright, guys. Thank you for watching VYTALCast. We'll see you guys.
If you have art suggestions.
Yeah, send in your art to either our Twitter, Rooster Teeth, or Ruby Amino.
Or if you want me to draw something, even.
Yeah, like, draw something, or, like, recommend an artist, or, like, contact an artist. Be like, hey, you should check out VYTALCast and see if you want your art posted on there for next week. So, yeah. Anyway, Aaron's got to go. I'm going to go refilm something. So, guys...
Short episode to make up for the 3-hour episode last week.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. We're trying to stick around an hour long. So, guys, next week, Friday, 5:30 p.m. Mountain Time, which is just an hour behind Texas time. Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway. Bye-bye.